Hi class, my name is Andrew Yim, and today we're going to be going over how to write effective thesis statements. So it's really crucial that you guys learn how to write effective thesis statements because as middle schoolers, it's really crucial early on to develop good writing skills. And these writing skills will help serve you as you go through your middle school years, your high school years, and your college years. So five main points that I want to emphasize that lead to very effective thesis statements are listed on the board right over here. So the first main point I want to mention is that it's really important that a thesis statement talks about the main idea of your body paragraphs. The second point that I really want to mention is the fact that your thesis statement mentions surrounding details or supporting details that lead and talk about more about your main points in your body paragraphs. The third main point that's really important to remember is that your thesis statement is going to help guide a reader or readers from the beginning of your paragraph to the end of the paragraph. It's going to serve as kind of a roadmap for any readers who may get lost as they're reading your essay. The fourth crucial point to remember is that a thesis statement will generally be around 1 to 2 sentences and will also be the final sentence of the introductory paragraph. It's really crucial to remember this because many people will put their thesis statements in the middle of the paragraph or even in their conclusion. But it's really crucial to remember that the thesis statement goes usually at the end of the introductory paragraph. And you never want to make it too long, otherwise you might bore your reader. And the fifth and final point that you guys want to remember is that it helps reader understand what is an essay, which is kind of goes along with the third point because it serves as, once again I mentioned earlier, a roadmap which helps your readers understand what is going on within your essay. And now I wanted to talk about the example thesis statement that is on the board. Can I have a volunteer, please, to read it? Hi, Alicia. Can you please read the thesis statement?
It is my goal in the next few years to get a better job by finishing school, preparing a resume, and then searching for jobs.
Thank you. So basically, what makes this an effective thesis statement? So the way this is an effective thesis statement, class, is you have to break the sentence down to 2 distinct parts. So the first part you want to look at says, it is my goal in the next few years to get a better job. So that is actually going to be the main point of the body paragraph because you're telling your reader you want to find a good job. And the way you look at the second part of the sentence, it says, by finishing school, preparing a resume, and then searching for jobs. That is going to be very crucial because that part of the sentence is going to be serving as your supporting points for your main idea. So when you break it down all together, the first part of the paragraph or sentence will talk about your thesis statement and the main idea, and your second part of the sentence will talk about the supporting details. And now that we've gone over an effective example, I want to talk about the 3 steps that will be helpful for you guys to write a thesis statement in the near future. So the first thing you guys want to remember that is really crucial to know what your essay prompt is or what your essay prompt will talk about for your paragraphs. So as I mentioned up in the first example here, the prompt I mentioned is identify your one goal and explain how you will achieve it. So for this prompt right here, there are many different responses or ways to write a thesis statement from this prompt, but we'll be focusing mainly on the thesis statement that is on the board today. So the second point that you really want to remember is you want to identify the main point of your body paragraph and include that in your thesis statement. So as you can see on the board here is what is your main idea? Your main idea is going to be you want to find a new job. And the third and final key point you want to remember is you want to have supporting details for your thesis statement and the main idea of your thesis statement. So as you can see here, the question I ask is, what are your subpoints or your supporting details? So the 3 details that we will mention to help complete your thesis statement is finish school, prepare a resume, and search for jobs. These are the 3 key steps that the class can use in the near future to write a thesis statement. So now that we've kind of gone over what a thesis statement is, I'm going to hand out a little poem that I came up with that I think will be helpful for the class to learn how to remember thesis statements. So if you guys can share the paper. So what I'll do first is I'll sing the song out loud first, and then after I sing it, we'll sing it together as a class. So I'll sing it first. So it goes, thesis statements are so fun. Thesis statements are so great. 1 or 2 sentences that summarize the entire point for the reader every time. And now that I've said it out loud, does the class feel ready to sing it together? Okay, so we'll sing it as a class on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thesis statements are so fun. Thesis statements are so great. 1 or 2 sentences that summarize the entire point for the reader every time.
Good job, class. I'm really proud of the effort we made today trying to learn thesis statements. And as for the homework assignment tonight, I'm assigning you guys to look over the poem and try to memorize it as best as you can. And then tomorrow in class, we'll talk more about how to write more effective thesis statements, and we'll go over more examples. Does anyone have any more questions before I let you guys go? All right, well, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.